Have a secret?
$49. 2-carat tennis bracelets, $349. And 1-carat studs, $399. We carry thousands of rings, bracelets, and pendants. We guarantee all our jewelry to appraise for at least double. The Jewelry Exchange in Tustin.
Drop off a new unwrapped present tomorrow.
Judging Amy, Tuesdays on CBS. It's all here.
Hi, Zach. Come on in. I'll take your coat, get you a drink.
I'll keep my coat. You keep your liquor. You and I both know this isn't a social call.
Ah, forced to drink alone. Although I think you're making a mistake. A little alcohol might bring that blood pressure down.
You know what would bring my blood pressure down? You not calling me over here like some lackey.
Oh, Isaac, I apologize for that. I really do. I didn't mean to sound like a boss. I know we're partners. It's just that I've been up to my neck and wasn't able to get over to the club.
So what's the problem?
The problem is your very sudden, very cozy relationship with the Oakdale Police Department.
Oh, hi, Carly.
Hi. I came to pick up Parker. And don't worry, I talked to your dad. Everything's fine.
Come on in.
Thanks.
Oh, don't worry. It's just me and Parker here. Mom's at Will's basketball game and Dad's at work.
Okay. Well, I'll be in and out in a flash. Where's the little guy?
Sleeping. Sorry, he's only been down for about a half hour or so.
Oh. Well, I don't want to wake him, but I don't think it's a good idea for me to run into your mother.
Oh, well, don't worry. Will's game just started, and besides, Mom knows you're coming. She's cool with it.
Wow. Well, this is the season for miracles. What gives?
I don't know. They've went from months of fighting to peace overnight.
Well, even World War II stopped for Christmas.
Yeah, but it doesn't feel like a truce. It just feels weird.
Hey, don't worry about it, Jennifer. I'm sure they've just worked everything out and they're just taking things slowly so they get it right.
Well, it's either that or,
Or what?
They've just given up.
Oh, let me get it, let me get it, let me get it. Season's greetings. Happy holidays from Oakdale's finest. How may I help you? No, Lieutenant Munson, I don't think he's in yet, but maybe I could take a message from Detective Hughes? Yeah, I was his partner before he got promoted. So I definitely know the guy. Yeah. I see. Oh, yes. I'll make sure he gets this message. You can count on it.
Hey. Margo. I didn't think you were coming in today. What's going on?
Gee, it's funny you should ask, Hal, because I was wondering exactly the same thing.
So, what's up? Oh, right, they're drawing straws to see who gets to take home the fruitcake that Shank's mother sent in, right? Weren't you supposed to take the afternoon off?
I did. I guess you failed to notice. Then again, I guess the day just slips away from you when you're trapped out on the old file morgue, a place that you hate. But you're such a dedicated cop, aren't you? Looking up old files and taking phone calls and calling in favors. It's a good thing I was here to take a message for you.
Who?
Your old friend, Inspector Chen. Said a fax is coming in about 9 o'clock our time with all the information they have on, oh, who was it? That's right, Craig Montgomery and his associates.
Margo, this is not your case. This is none of your business.
How could you? How could you take your vendetta against Craig and turn it into some sort of crusade and not even clue me in on it? How could you do that? Merry Christmas, friend.
Menopause affects you in more ways than one. That's why Caltrate Plus Soy does more. It has soy isoflavones to help ease the effects of menopause and the calcium you need to help fight menopausal bone loss. Caltrate plus soy, the Caltrate for menopause.
He's aching, burning up, chilled to the bone.
Honey!
Only Honey Flu puts powerful flu fighters into a pouch with real natural honey to soothe flu miseries.
Thanks, honey.
Real honey, real relief. Honey Flu from Robitussin.
Hey, world, I'm back. Know that old saying about diarrhea? Just let it run its course. Where did that come from? Why did I listen to it for so long? Today, I did what was right for my body. I took control. I took Imodium.
Why suffer when Imodium AD can stop diarrhea safely and gently, often in just one dose, bringing your system back to normal? Imodium AD. Restore yourself.
You're running free, touches me. It's a Saturday, hey, you're flying away. I'm baking up some cinnamon, feeling you'll be right back in. It's not just a sweet confection. Cinnamon is the heart of my affection. Now I'm showing this love of mine, my heart to yours. My heart to yours. My heart to yours. Pillsbury.
Little step, you know what I got. Well, I'm not bragging, babe, so don't put me down. But I've got the fastest set of wheels.
Hit the road in Huggies Ultra Trim diapers, lined with a pure and gentle lotion that helps protect against wetness, like water rolls off a car. For skin that looks good and healthy, Huggies keeps skin drier than any other diaper.
She's my little scoop.
Very bad dog. Bad, bad dog. Oh, dear.
Imagine the fun. New musical Touch and Crawl babies.
Hug 'em and touch 'em and hey, wait for me. Touch 'em again for lights and melody.
New musical Touch and Crawl babies.
Mickey and Minnie crawling with me. Imagine the fun.
Tomorrow, Dave's doing it for the troops with a live broadcast to our boys in Bosnia. Don't miss Tom Hanks and Biff's Day at the Base tomorrow. And tonight, Dave welcomes Sean Connery.
For book lovers, we've got a gift list of great reading for adults tomorrow on The Early Show.
Brian, hey, it's me, Jen. I guess just give me a buzz when you get in. Bye.
Well, he's still asleep. You sure it's okay if I hang out and wait for him?
Oh, yeah. Sure, I'm glad you're here. I could use the company.
Problem?
No, I just, Is it okay to call a guy at work?
Well, it's okay to call anybody at work as long as you're not doing it to check up on them.
Great. Can't seem to get anything right these days.
Actually, from what I remember, you got a lot of things right.
Yeah, well, that was then. Everything was simple. Now...
Hey. You okay?
I'm not sure. Actually, I'm not sure of a lot of things these days.
Well, there's something else I remember. Those really great talks that you and I used to have. Parker's asleep. We have some time.
How is a good girl supposed to compete with all the bad girls out there?
Oh, honey. Did you ever come to the right place?
And after a couple of days, the coup was over, and the rest, as they say, is history.
So let me get this right. Your mom grew up with this incredible wealth, then she left America to go to...
No. She was raised in Montego by her father, and then she didn't meet her real mom until she moved back to the States in her 20s.
Even better. The long-lost daughter. I mean, she could have lived in the lap of luxury, but instead of letting her mom shower her with money, she goes back to this poor, struggling country to fight for the people's freedom. Why? What does she do it for?
I don't know. Sometimes I wish I could feel that way about something. She always had this intensity in her eyes, like there was something burning behind her, like a fire. And I told her that once, and she laughed at me. She said it was her ideals, that they kept her fired up and passionate in some way that money never would.
Ideals are nice, but she never got any cold hard cash.
Yeah, my grandmother gave her some, but that just made her feel like she needed to give something back, so most of the money she contributed back to the cause when she returned to Montega.
Wow. That's very commendable. But it sure wouldn't be my choice. You want to know what I would do if I had that kind of money?
Yeah.
Wyatt, there's trouble at table 5.
Oh, later. I've got to make a phone call anyway.
What's the problem?
It's a guy and an old lady. I checked to see if they need another round, and she started screaming that she's been robbed.
Calm down. I'll take care of this, all right? All right.
I will not look into my purse. I'm not an idiot. The bracelet is not there.
Mother, sometimes...
Don't say it. I'm warning you. Don't.
Can I help you, folks?
Yes, God, yes. Are you in charge here?
Until the owner gets back, yes.
I knew I shouldn't have listened to my son. Why did you persuade me to come into this horrible place? In one drink, and my bracelet, my beautiful bracelet is gone. Stolen.
Ma'am, just calm down, relax. I'm sure it's not stolen. I'll find it for you, all right?
What's wrong with you? My bracelet is lost. It's stolen. And I am not leaving here until it is returned.
I know how you got your information, and I don't like it.
Oh, and how was that?
See, you forced me to hire your son, and in return, you get a spy. Your boy's a bit old to be running to daddy, isn't he?
If I wanted a spy, I wouldn't have picked Bryant. He's not the kind who reports. No. Bryant is not the one who told me that the club's newest customer is Detective Jack Snyder.
Look, Snyder likes to come by, have a drink at the end of a workday. What am I supposed to do? Huh? Am I supposed to say no badges allowed? I'm not changing my customer policy because you're uncomfortable with cops.
Detective Jack Snyder reports to and is friends with Hal Munson. And you know what Hal wants for Christmas? Isaac, he wants me. Wrapped in indictment and sent to a federal penitentiary.
Huh. I was wondering how much you knew about that.
I know everything, Isaac. And my sister, who works with Hal and Jack, keeps telling me to keep my nose clean, which leads me to believe that Detective Jack Snyder is not frequenting our club because he can suddenly afford our single malt scotch.
You know, you might be right. Now, come to think about it, Hal and Jack, they have been coming around quite a bit. With their questions, running their hunches by me, seeing if I'll bite.
What kind of hunches?
Well, they seem to think that you're involved in the black market. Any thoughts on that, partner?
So I called in for a report on your brother. I also dropped my shirts off at the laundry and shaved. Not a big departure from my usual routine.
Good, then you won't mind if I have a peek at these,
Margo, it's
will
just
you?
background stuff. It's...
Look at this. This is from 15 years ago.
Yeah.
How far are you going to dig, Hal? You want to talk to his 6th grade teacher and see if he cheated on math?
Do I have to get into my wallet and show what it says under my badge, Margo? It says Chief of Detectives. I don't have to clear any of this with you, you know.
This just stinks, Hal. It's Christmas. I mean, I practically had to put a lady in a chokehold today to get the last remaining copy of Super Slap Shots for your hockey-obsessed, video-ridden son. And Tom is out there now trying to get some tickets to some awful ice show that nobody wants to see except for Barbara, so that we can have some sort of Munson Hughes family holiday get-together event. Everyone is busting their behinds to make this a happy season except for you, who is busting my brother. I mean, Hal... I spent last Christmas in jail. What are you trying to do? Make sure that Craig makes it 2 for 2?
No, I'm trying to do my job, Margo, and I didn't know that Christmas meant that cops stopped working.
Well, you want to do your job. Your job is to arrest criminals for crimes that they've committed, not try and dig one up and pin it on them.
That's not what I'm doing.
Oh, really? Then what about all these phone calls to Hong Kong? You're pushing it, and that's not right.
Right? Your brother doesn't seem to care too much about what's right and what's wrong. Why should I?
Oh, Hal, I really didn't want to go this route. I mean, because we've been partners for so long, out of respect for that, and because we have a son together. I'm sorry, but I'm gonna have to go another direction with this.
Mm-hmm. And what direction would that be?
Either you give me, right now, one legitimate reason to justify this harassment of my brother, or I go to the commissioner and I get him to tell you to back off.
Premature babies need extra care in the hospital and when they go home, especially in flu season. Preemies up to age 2 are at high risk from a life-threatening virus called RSV. Thousands are hospitalized every year. There is no cure for RSV, but it can be prevented. Protect your preemie from RSV. Call your pediatrician today.
Hey, come on in. Everybody's here. I think it's so groovy now that people are finally getting together. I think it's wonderful now that people are finally getting together. I think it's so groovy now that people are finally getting together. I think it's wonderful now that people are finally getting together. I think it's so groovy now that people are finally getting together.
Change is a good thing. You change your underwear, your hair, your mind, and after last night's date, brutal, you need to change your mood. And boyfriend who's only good at changing channels. This could do it. Scent is a powerful thing, and this one can lift your spirits, and everyone else is without a prescription. Why not? If a tiger can tell his mate is in a good mood by her scent from across the jungle, you wonder what that cute guy in aisle 5 is thinking. With new Caress Silkening Body Lotion and 4 sensual fragrances, you're so ready for anything.
They say the cream always rises to the top. We have to agree. That's why Ready Whip is the only leading whipped topping made from real cream. Ready Whip, the real whipped cream.
Oven cleaner fumes. How do you deal with them? How about Easy Off Fume Free Max? It's the only aerosol oven cleaner without harsh fumes, yet still powerful enough to lift tough grime. Easy Off Fume Free Max. Clean the oven, clear the air.
When you have an ailment, different doctors might recommend different treatments. But for yeast infections, the #1 recommendation of doctors is specific. Monistat, the #1 doctor-recommended brand. Monistat.
I may look young, but I still suffer from hot flashes. I discovered a natural way to deal with it. Healthy Woman, from the makers of Monistat. Healthy Woman's a soy menopause supplement that helps relieve hot flashes and night sweats. Healthy Woman.
This is so hard to talk about.
We don't have to.
No, I want to. Things have gotten to the point where, you know, something should happen.
Who thinks something should happen?
Well, definitely Bryant.
What do you think?
I guess. I don't know. I'm just scared of
losing your virginity?
No. What will happen if I don't? If I'll lose Bryant because of it.
Well, maybe that wouldn't be such a bad thing. It sounds like he wants sex, and you want love.
It's not like that. Really, it isn't. I know that he likes me. It's just... he's older and more experienced. He keeps telling me that I'll like it.
Oh, and you will. When the time is right for you. There's something that you have to remember. Men's bodies and women's bodies, they run on different timetables. And guys who don't realize that, well, they get this Lolita fantasy, and they keep expecting girls to be ready and able when they are.
Yeah, but some are. Especially the older ones. I mean, they're not scared of it, and they just...
give it up like bus station vending machines.
Yeah. And how can I compete with that?
By being honest with yourself. There's probably no difference between your desires and our bus station babies. But there are probably a 1,000 other things that are different about you.
Yeah. Like I'm terminally good.
No. Stop this with this good girl, bad girl thing. If you start to label yourself, how are you ever going to figure yourself out?
I don't think I'll figure that out anyway.
What do you think you're doing right now?
Yeah, well, I must really stink at it because I have never been so confused.
Look, when you make love with someone, you should be ready for you. You don't do it to make a guy happy or, God forbid, to make a guy love you.
That's exactly what I've been thinking.
Well, you see? Great minds.
So, you're saying I should trust myself?
Yes.
And that everything will be fine as long as I'm sure of what I want?
Yes.
So, you're saying I should lose my virginity, right?
Ma'am, I can almost guarantee you this, all right? No one stole your bracelet, all right?
What do you know? You're a kid. Me, I can read people. I saw that waitress looking at my bracelet with greedy eyes, and the washroom attendant was the same.
Mother? No, I'm going to say this one more time. The clasp on the bracelet was loose. Remember, no, you asked me to take it to the jeweler's. No. You didn't even wear it here, so just calm down before this nice young man asks us to leave.
I did wear it here, I tell you. I wouldn't leave it to the hotel. That bracelet is worth thousands of dollars. Tens of thousands.
Well, maybe you got tired of waiting for me and took it to the jeweler's yourself, yes?
I know what I did. Oh, why do you treat me like a child?
Look.
Why do you do this to me?
I will take the place apart. If it's in here, I will find it for you, all right?
Oh, yes,
Okay?
please help. Help. Someone has to help me.
I am so sorry about my mother's little outbursts. She's getting a little old, very, very forgetful. Doctor says she's lucky she can even remember her own name. So, please, don't go to any trouble. I mean, I'm sure the bracelet's waiting for us back at the hotel.
Look, I'm going to take a quick look around. Do you want to wait here, or do you want to leave your hotel, name of the hotel here?
My bracelet. I can't lose that bracelet.
Perhaps you didn't hear me. I said you needn't go to any trouble. Yeah? Thank you. Well, Mother, we're going back to the hotel, okay?
Neither Jack nor Hal have the imagination to try and link me to the black market, Isaac. Which leads me to believe that someone is feeding them ideas. And I have to know who that is.
Look, you threw the spotlight on yourself. When you came to Oakdale, flashing all your money, look at me, look at me. Well, people started to look. Now they're starting to talk.
Isaac, I have an imagination, but my imagination is not good enough to allow me to believe that this rumor started in the donut shops and hair salons of Oakdale. No, this has a weight behind it, an ugliness that smacks of betrayal.
Well, I didn't betray you. And not because I like you, but because I'm too smart. I learned a long time ago the best way to stay out of trouble is to stay out of other people's business.
Oh, well, thank you for taking that burden off my mind. Allow me to take one off yours.
And what burden is that?
I found a buyer for the earrings. They will be out of Java Underground very soon.
Good. I look forward to hearing from you.
And Isaac, if those earrings have been tampered with, you are responsible. And I don't think you'll like what happens.
Now, you see there, now I've got a moral dilemma. In my mind, I was going to walk out of the door, but my fists are telling me to stay here and crack your skull. You know what, Craig? I think my fists just might win this one.
I'm pretty sure that Margo didn't mean that stuff about going to the commissioner.
The commissioner? Well, the commissioner's about as dumb as a box of rocks, but even he's gonna have a problem seeing your objectivity in this case.
No, not at all, because he's going to be too busy looking at your objectivity. I, on the other hand, am just a sister who's trying to protect her brother. You are the man who's using your shield to harass a private citizen.
Well, Hal is not a vigilante.
I know you're his sister. That's why I'm not asking you to get files or run down rumors. I'm not even asking you to open your eyes to see how crooked this guy is. What I am asking you to do, Margo, is to stay out of my way. This case has enough problems without you adding more.
You know why this case has problems? Because it doesn't exist. If you had anything on Craig, anything at all, you wouldn't have to be going down to the morgue and digging through files that have been pushing up daisies for years. You wouldn't have to be calling Hong Kong at the taxpayer's expense. You are trying to make something out of nothing.
I don't need a miracle here. I just need to go through channels. There are files here, lots of them, in here and in Hong Kong. And you're right, they go way back, and I'm going to go through all of them. And do you know why? Because your brother has been dirty for a very, very long time, Margo.
Let me tell you something, Hal. This is not about my brother, and this is not about your propensity for truth and justice. This is about anger. An anger that has been brewing inside of you ever since Craig got Brian off for hurting Parker.
I am still angry about that.
Yeah.
I admit it. But I am not blind, Margo. I am not blind because I can see that the only reason that Craig Montgomery is walking around free is because he can afford the best legal protection there is. There is a difference between being innocent and staying out of jail.
You know, I got an idea. Let's move this conversation, you know, somewhere private.
Yeah, right. The best legal protection. And this is about the best legal protection that Brian got. That's what this is about. And you want Craig to pay for it.
Okay, let's not go outside. Let's just let it all play out here so everyone can enjoy the show.
I am the good guy in this. Craig Montgomery gets away with lying, with stealing, with pulling strings, and there's always a woman to run to his defense. Why is that?
Oh, I don't know. Maybe it's my raging hormones that get in the way of my brain. Unlike you, you're the picture of calm, cool, and collected. I don't have to do anything to defend my brother because he hasn't done anything illegal, and you are just digging around making something out of nothing. You wanted to just drop it.
I've got 2 weeks to show what kind of a man Craig Montgomery is, Margo, and nobody, not you, not the commissioner, nothing is going to stop me.
What are you talking about, 2 weeks? What?
Nothing. Just forget it. I will work it.
No. I am not going to let you do this to an innocent man, Hal.
You want to know how innocent your brother is? He's been hanging around my house like a vulture. Do you know why? So he can swoop down on what's left of my marriage and carry away my wife.
I wanna buy you a ring.
Be brilliant. Give diamonds for $99.99 at the JCPenney Holiday Jewelry Sale. It's all inside. Let it shine. JCPenney.
You always knew Campbell's cream of mushroom was good, but you didn't know how irresistible Campbell's makes your green bean casserole.
Okay, everyone, dinner.
Campbell's, good.
I see lots of people with allergies, but the ones with multi-symptom nasal allergies, they're suffering from it all. The sneezing, itchy, runny nose, the nasal congestion. For that kind of allergy, I prescribe multi-symptom Flonase.
Flonase nasal spray once a day relieves nasal allergy symptoms all day and night.
All it takes is Flonase.
The #1 prescribed nasal allergy spray. Even kids as young as 4 can use Flonase. For best results, use daily. If side effects occur, they are generally mild and may include headache, nosebleed, or sore throat. Call to learn more. Ask your doctor about multi-symptom Flonase.
When you get it all it takes is Flonase.
I can tell my stepdaughter feels like we have nothing in common.
How was your day? It's pretty good.
I think we're kind of feeling each other out still.
Can I call you back?
We do share one thing,
Bye.
my clothes. She loves borrowing them, but she always manages to drip something all over them.
Introducing Tide Kick. Measure out the new Deep Clean formula, treat your stains, toss it into wash. It eliminates more of your stains than any leading pre-treater and regular detergent combined.
A year from now, I'd like to think we're just really good friends.
Who believes Crest Multi-Care Whitening really works? They do, of course. All the protection of Crest Multi-Care will also help whiten with every brushing. Crest Multi-Care Whitening. Take your healthy smile all the way to bright.
Don't let your teeth be left in the dark. There's a toothpaste that fights cavities, dingy tartar buildup, freshens breath with every brushing, and it's so complete it whitens too. Crest Multi-Care Whitening. Now that is a bright idea.
By the time we reach 40, about 40% of us will already have visibly thinning hair.
Shocked? So were we.
Because we're women.
Helpless? No, we're not.
Because there's Rogaine.
Rogaine can help us keep the hair we've got. There's hope.
There's help. There's Rogaine.
Don't let the suits fool you. These lawyers aren't afraid to get dirty.
The cause is right. You don't care who he hurt.
I care. I just don't let it stop me. Family Law, CBS tonight.
Tuesday on 60 Minutes 2. Where can you find Lawrence of Arabia, Henry II,
I would have given away my life laughingly for you.
and Peter O'Toole?
Recently, I was voted Oldie of the Year.
Only on 60 Minutes 2.
It was a knockout.
Tuesday at 9, 8 Central.
They moved in, and you never moved out.
When it's time to go, it's time to go.
You have to move out. We own the house. Let me explain something to you. You gotta move out.
Judge Judy.
Today at 4 on CBS 2.
There's a company that wants to approve you for a new Visa card. Whether it's Visa Classic to build or rebuild your credit, the prestige of Visa Gold with an even higher credit line, or the purchasing power of Visa Platinum, the only card you'll ever need. The company is Providian, one of the top issuers of Visa cards in the world with over 14 million customers. Whether it's Classic, Gold, or Platinum, call now and apply right over the phone. Providian will work hard to give you the card that's right for you. Visa from Providian. We approve.
What century is your technology from? Get digital cable and you'll enjoy 21st century technology with up to 200 channels. Call now for your free digital cable installation and save over $100. Call your local cable operator at 1-800-800-CABLE.
Oh, the squirrels are messing with the dish again.
Free digital cable installation. Save over $100. Call 1-800-800-CABLE now.
Drop off a new unwrapped present tomorrow.
Happy holidays from all of us at CBS.
Jennifer, let's get something completely and totally perfectly clear, okay? I am not in any way telling you that you should sleep with Bryant.
Oh, I know.
That is your decision. It is your decision only.
I know. I did get what you were saying.
Good. Oh, good. Now that we have that cleared up, there is something that I'd like to say to you that I wish someone had said to me when I was your age.
Okay, shoot.
If you do decide to sleep with Bryant, it will change you in some ways, but not inside. And no matter how it ends up, sleeping with somebody does not ever, it doesn't make anyone a bad girl. Giving yourself to someone you love, wanting to share that intimacy with somebody, it shouldn't ever make you feel ashamed.
Thanks. I'm really glad you put it that way. No one else has.
Okay. I do have one more piece of advice, if you can stand it.
Sure.
Well, you can compete with women on a lot of different levels, but this is not one of those levels, okay? There are no prizes given to the girl who brings home the most men.
Yeah, well, I know that in my head,
But some girls don't play by these rules.
Yeah.
Who is she?
Her name is Ruby.
Ruby?
And she's not a girl, she's a woman. And that's what is so unfair about this. She's been doing stuff for years that I just started thinking about. And she's beautiful and sexy and always available to sit around at Java Underground to watch Bright mix drinks.
Oh, Miss Nightmare, huh?
Oh, yeah. And even if I did sleep with Bryant, who knows? Maybe I still couldn't compete with what Ruby has to offer. She is everything that a guy wants.
And everything a woman fears.
And the most frustrating part is she looks at him like he's a toy or something, like he amuses her. She doesn't care one way or the other about him. She just wants to win. She just wants to take him away from somebody else.
All right. Power games. Well, he'd better be careful. It sounds like she could chew him up and spit him out before breakfast.
I don't suppose you'd be willing to tell him that.
Let me tell you something instead. I played those power games myself. I made a lot of mistakes. So many mistakes that I lost the only man I really loved. I wanted control over the situation so badly. I kept things from Jack. And when he found out I lied, it was over for good.
I'm really sorry.
So am I. But I don't have any regrets. I will always know that I really lived. I really loved someone.
I'm starting to get a taste of what that feels like. I don't know if it's love yet, but I really hope it will be someday.
I hope so too. Now listen to me, if you want Bryant to love you back, just forget about all these Ruby kinds of games, okay? Just show him how you feel. And he will fall for you so hard that if Ruby were riding around town naked, throwing beer out into the crowd, he wouldn't even notice.
You should control yourself if you want to run a business, Isaac. You better work on that temper.
My temper's not the problem. I had no problem controlling my temper before you came back like Oakdale's long-lost king. Now, you like to push people to the edge, man, and then you like to wave your little finger when they blow up.
You came to me, Isaac, looking for money for your club.
That's right, and I've held up every single end of our agreement. Turned you a profit. Do you even realize how long it takes the average business to run in the black? 5 years. 5 years. Here I am, 1 year into this, and I'm already turning a profit, and will continue to do so whether or not you sell your shares. So don't tell me to control my temper. Don't have me running to your suite like some lackey.
Isaac, lackey is your word, not mine. All I need is for the earrings to be in pristine condition. I don't want my buyer to find a scratch on them.
Oh, that's what you're worried about, a scratch. I mean, after all, this is just jewelry, right?
Unless you know something I don't.
No. Why would I? I'm just the guy that jumps when you say jump, right?
Isaac, all that matters really is business, you know, and the business right now is these earrings. If the earrings are in your safe, and they are clean and untampered with, I'm satisfied.
And if we open my safe, take out the earrings, and you aren't satisfied?
Then I sink you in a New York minute. Is my point clear?
Crystal. I hope mine is equally as obvious.
Hal, Craig is not here to take Barbara from you. I think you've got to be overreacting.
Why is it that Craig Montgomery can never be guilty? Jack and I have uncovered nothing but trash on this guy, and all of a sudden, he's back here in Oakdale, and nobody is questioning this. Doesn't that strike either one of you as a little bit strange?
His family's here.
Oh, you're saying it's just warm, familial feeling that has brought him back?
Well, sure it is. He's got his son Brian, he's got me, he's got his nephews.
He's got deals. He's buying newspapers, he's throwing parties, he's getting tight with Carly Tenney and Isaac Jenkins, and I want to know why.
And these associates are illegal because... Oh, I mean, I'm sorry, Hal. I have no idea what it must feel like to have your child hurt the way Parker was. And I know that Craig can be arrogant and he's less than sensitive, but he's here for his family, not to take yours.
No one's saying you have to like the guy, but aren't you getting a little obsessive?
And you know, Craig hardly ever sees Barbara. I mean, what gave you the idea that he's trying to ruin your marriage?
How about Barbara herself? She told me the marriage is over and Craig Montgomery is the reason.
Why do you think it's called Pledge Grab It?
It really does. Grab it and hold it. I don't know why it sticks. It has to be the technology on this.
It's like a magnet.
Shake, shake. Must be the electrostatic stuff. It grabbed it.
There's so much dirt on it, but it's not coming off.
And it won't let go.
Pledge grab it. It's got to be the material.
Hey, it stays there. And twist it. It grabs the dust. It grabs it and keeps it on the cloth.
S.C. Johnson, a family company.
That's really very nice.
Cannonballs, $129 online. 88 hula hoops, $60 online. Elephant shampoo, $42 online. Not having to pay for any weird charges that show up on your bill? Priceless. With MasterCard, you're not responsible for unauthorized purchases on the web or anywhere. There are some things money can't buy. For everything else, there's MasterCard.
Conair brings home the comfort and luxury of the bath spa massaging mat with thousands of warm bubbles to relax you. Experience it. Also from Conair, the foot spa with heat, vibration, and water jets.
Do you want your parties to be really special? Try Rocher, the European speciality your guests will adore. Smooth chocolate, crunchy hazelnut, a luxurious taste sensation. It's more of a party with Rocher.
Think soft is all that matters in toilet paper. Dream on. I'm Kleenex Cottonelle, and my thick ripples go beyond soft to leave you feeling confidently clean. Kleenex Cottonelle. When you think of clean, think of me.
There are 2 new electronic games from Sesame Street.
Learning numbers with Elmo.
2, 3.
Learning shapes while you're baking.
Cookies.
Yum, 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 yum. Hands-on learning fun.
Electronic games from Sesame Street.
It's gonna get cold, so get to Burlington Coat Factory today for the best selection of coats on the planet. 15,000 coats in every store. The same famous label and designer coats you'll see in fine department stores, but at prices way lower than their sale prices. That's why millions of people buy their coats at Burlington Coat Factory. So be smart. For selection, quality, and savings, nobody comes close.
Tonight, celebrate Christmas early with the King of Queens.
Hey, sleepyhead.
Then, it's time for friends, family, and photos of the kids.
Oh my God, you enlisted them in the gay midget Navy.
An all-new Yes Dear. Next, Raymond's found the perfect gift for his parents.
Better not be a pet. Giving a pet means you're old, I find you boring. Talk to a bird.
And the holiday spirits are flowing on an all-new Becker.
I don't have a license to sell alcohol.
You don't have a license to sell rat hair, but that never stopped you.
It all happens CBS tonight.
Oh, well, that would do it. What happened?
Well, after she told me about Montgomery, there really wasn't much to say. We agreed to stay together through Christmas for the kids. That's it.
There's your 2 weeks.
2 weeks. So I've got 2 weeks to show her exactly what kind of a man Craig Montgomery is.
Now, did Barbara say that Craig was the reason that marriage was over?
No, when I asked her if there was more between her and Montgomery than just friendship, she stuck her chin in the air, you know, the way she does, and she said, "I've nothing to be ashamed of."
Well, that's good, isn't it?
No, Tom. It was an evasion, and it's bad because it wasn't her speaking. That was a Craig Montgomery phrase. Cold, technically right, and cold to the core. See, it's only a question of time before she finishes that sentence. I have nothing to be ashamed of yet.
You know, at the risk of sounding sentimental here, I really am sorry. I mean, that's gotta hurt.
I mean, Margo and I have been on the brink, and it is a lousy place to live. So if you need, I mean, anything in the next few weeks, just call, okay?
Hal, just one more piece of advice.
Promise?
Just one, yeah. If you only got 2 weeks, right, why don't you try spending them with Barbara and show her what a good man you are as opposed to what a bad man Craig is.
Oh. Tom, I wish I'd kept my mouth shut. I wish I never told her any of this.
You know what? She would have found out anyway. Besides, you needed somebody to talk to, no matter how mad you guys make each other. She is a good friend.
Yeah. And a good sister, too. I'm sure she's straight on her way to Craig to try to set things right with him.
Oh, I can almost guarantee that.
But it won't work. Because Craig doesn't listen. The only way to win with him is to get him before he gets you.
Boy Scout project?
I'm looking for much more than a merit badge in here. Some lady said she lost something somewhere in the club, and I don't even know why I bothered to help her.
What did she lose?
She said it was something like a bracelet. She kept talking on and on about how it was like the crown jewels or something. Then her son kept treating her like she was completely crazy, like a nutcase or something.
Oh, if she's walking around with something that expensive on her wrist, maybe she is.
What are you doing from? What are you doing in front? This lady. No. I don't want to hear about ladies or women. I don't hire you to put the move on. No, I don't hear about ladies. I hire you to be behind the bar. Now get there. Get. Look, Jack, it's Isaac. I really don't like leaving this on your machine, but I'll keep it simple. I can't help you anymore. In fact, don't even come by Java again.
You're a good mom, Carly.
You think so?
Yeah. You listen and you say things that really make sense. I mean, my mom is great and everything, and I can go to her with anything, but she didn't put things the way that you did.
Well, listen up, because I am about to say something nice about Barbara. If you were an example of her mothering skills, she's one of the very best. I just think something happens when you're talking to one of your own kids. If you were my daughter, I probably would have spent so much time talking about the importance of safe sex that you would have fallen asleep before we got to the good stuff.
Well, don't worry, because my mother has covered that and covered it and covered it and covered it again. And...
Well, good. Well, then she's probably said this. Don't do anything you're too embarrassed to talk about out loud.
I get it.
Okay. Well, then in your spare time, you might want to practice saying, I love you too, hon. Now put on that condom.
Carly.
Well, if you can't say it, you can't do it.
Yeah, well, I bet Ruby can say it in 7 different languages.
Oh, trust me, that is nothing to aspire to. Put your jacket on. You know, just forget about Ruby. She's off doing her own little dance. There's nothing you can do to break her stride. There you go.
Yeah, but she can hurt Bryant. You said so yourself.
Well, I'll just have to deal with it.
But it's not fair. If I try to compete, then I'll lose. And if I don't, then she'll use him like some boy toy. He's got a lot of pride, Carly, and if she hurts him that much, he might not want anything to do with either of us, and then where will I be?
You will carry on. That's what I'm doing. Losing Jack was like drowning. When I do it, I find a way to keep putting one foot in front of the other.
I don't think I'll be able to do that if Bryant breaks up with me.
You'll be in pain. But it's the kind of pain that reminds you that you're alive. Too many people try to get through life without any cuts or bruises. You don't want to be one of those people.
Yeah, well, I really don't think that I'm that strong.
I know you are. Jen, just do what you feel is right. And don't be a doormat for any guy. Except maybe this one.
Bye.
This is my final plea. I am a gecko. Not to be confused with Geico, which could save you hundreds on car insurance. So stop calling me.
Geico. A 15-minute call could save you 15% or more on car insurance.
So, you want to change your name? People confusing you with Geico, calling you at all hours? What name would you like?
Komodo Dragon, please.
Geico. A 15-minute call could save you 15% or more on car insurance.
Christmas time is almost here.
Want to make cookies?
So we're baking up some holiday cheer.
Pillsbury sugar and gingerbread cookies. Fun cookies you create and decorate.
Spending time together, making memories that last forever.
Merry Christmas!
My heart to yours.
My dry, itchy skin would flare up. I just wanted to hide.
Cordate helps heal and protect dry, itchy skin fast with maximum strength medicine and special moisturizers.
My skin was healed.
First aid, fast aid, Cordate.
This is Unisom Sleep Gels. It helps you sleep. This is Tylenol PM. It helps you sleep too. They both have the exact same amount of the exact same sleep ingredient. But Tylenol PM has added medicine for headaches, backaches, even fever. Do you have a headache? Backache? Fever? Then why take medicine for it? Take Unisom. It's a safe, non-habit-forming way to fall fast asleep.
Here's a new friend to read with.
One day, it started to rain.
New Read with Pooh. Just turn the page, and Pooh does too.
They gave him a chance to have
You get 1 minute every morning. 1 minute when your goals are all within your reach. You push forward knowing nothing will hold you back. Introducing new Minute Maid Premium Low Acid Orange Juice. With less citric acid, you'll have the freedom to enjoy. New Minute Maid Premium Low Acid. It's the Minute Maid to squeeze the day.
This is the week it all explodes.
I'm about to tell my wife I slept with her best friend.
The truth is going to set them free. Free of you forever.
Stop it!
Now, what happens next?
You slept with Morgan? Is that what you just said?
It's everything. You make me sick. On the bold and the beautiful.
Ruby, maybe you should go. Right, my boss is back and he's in a really bad mood. And to tell you the truth, I'm not doing too well myself right now, so...
Well, I've got something that might just put a smile back on your face.
Well, another time, maybe.
No time like the present.
It's toasty in here. Let's take off your little hood. And your mittens. Oh, what I wouldn't give for another hand.
Allow me.
Craig, I didn't know you were here.
Well, where else would I be except here in our cozy abode, waiting for you? Here, let us take off this jacket. Come here.
All right, what's up?
Golly gee, people are jumpy today.
It's a stressful time of year.
Yeah, well, everybody's got something to sell, including us.
Are you saying what I think you're saying?
Oh, yes, my intuitive one. Tomorrow, you are going to meet the buyer for the microchips and work out the details for the exchange of the money.
Where? Where?
Jake McKinnon's apartment.
No, I'm sorry. I don't think I heard you right.
Oh, yes, you did.
Are you insane? You can't set it up there. What are you going to do with Molly and Jake? She's my... Look, I'm telling you this. It better not backfire on me.
Margo. Where's your Christmas cheer?
Yeah, rah, rah, rah.
That's the old Margo. Yeah. What is up?
Well, initially I came here to invite you to a little family get-together next week, but now I'm here to invite you to,
Yes?
come see Mama.
Mama? Wow. Long time since she's been in Oakdale.
And meet Katie's husband.
Her what?
Yeah, Katie went and got herself married.
What, with the wedding and the groom?
Yeah, you know, depending on how you interpret those two words, there was a wedding of sorts. It was performed by a JP in the Carroll County Courthouse. I think he performed it in record time, about a minute. And the groom, oh, well, the groom, he was just smitten with a green card.
Oh. Who is he? How long has he known her? And why did she do this?
You know what? I'll answer all these questions and more later, but right now, really, I'm here to warn you, Craig. Would you please just don't even so much as jaywalk in front of Hal Munson?
Oh, well, I promised to walk in the green and not in between.
That's not anywhere near funny, especially to Hal. Look, I've never seen him so intent on nailing someone.
Me?
So instead of joking, would you please just think about what you're doing?
I always think about what I'm doing, Margo.
Well, good, because Hal's about to throw out the rule book here, and he's not going to stop until he gets you.
I'm not worried.
You should be. Because Hal is going to make you pay in ways that, oh, you never even imagined.
How do we know which Radio Shack car a kid's gonna like? We test them. He likes it. We got wheelie spins and a crazy driver. A cool truck that morphs into a wild racing buggy. And the Grinch getaway car, just like in the movie, only at Radio Shack. We got monster jumps, macho bumps, and a whack machine that grinds and thumps. Test over! I said test over. I don't think so. Kids.
RC cars each sold separately, batteries not included. From Radio Shack.
Oven cleaner fumes. How do you deal with them? How about Easy Off Fume Free Max? It's the only aerosol oven cleaner without harsh fumes, yet still powerful enough to lift tough grime. Easy Off Fume Free Max. Clean the oven, clear the air.
Hi, it's me. How stuffed is overstuffed? The giblets will be in the gravy. What am I forgetting?
Want to call Mom back?
Nope, I've got it. They're gonna love these.
You said it.
Great holiday meals start with flaky, buttery-tasting Pillsbury Crescent Rolls.
Great, sweetheart. Absolutely great.
Pretty impressive. I wonder where she gets it from.
I wonder.
My heart to yours. Hey, look at this. Check this out. Get the flashlight. Get the flashlight. Fernand.
Never has so much power gone into our battery. Introducing Duracell Ultra. With new M3 technology, it's the most powerful alkaline battery in the world.
What if you could treat wrinkles like an expert would? With ROC, the developers of retinol in France, you can. With a uniquely encapsulated retinol formula, ROC delivers pure, active vitamin A gently and deeply within skin's surface. In a 12-week study, the appearance of fine lines was reduced by 86%, wrinkles by 42%. Something more superficial beauty treatments could never promise. ROC. We keep our promises.
The most important thing I've done in life, take care of my family. An important thing I've done lately, talk to my doctor.
Ask your doctor about Prempro.
I'm glad I did.
Judge Amy Gray's clerk is in labor.
We're recessed.
And all is running smoothly until...
Please help me have my baby. No.
Plus, did these girls falsely accuse their coach of molestation?
I don't take these actions lightly.
Amy's next decision could ruin his career or send these children to jail.
This is totally excessive.
All new Judging Amy, CBS Tuesday.
Tonight at 5 on CBS 2 News.
Sean Connery is Finding Forrester. Is it a hit or a miss? Our review.
Then at 6, new ways you can save electricity and ease the power crunch.
These stories and more tonight at 5 and 6 on CBS 2 News.
There's a company that wants to approve you for a new Visa card. Whether it's Visa Classic to build or rebuild your credit, the prestige of Visa Gold with an even higher credit line, or the purchasing power of Visa Platinum, the only card you'll ever need. The company is Providian, one of the top issuers of Visa cards in the world.
Gold with over 14 million customers. Whether it's classic, gold, or platinum, call now and apply right over the phone. Providian will work hard to give you the card that's right for you. Visa from Providian. We approve.
John Howard owns a home, has a good job and 2 children, and is getting a divorce. When he called Jacoby and Myers, he was angry and frustrated.
You know, I began to wonder if I had any rights. I was a visitor in my own home, a weekend father. It took me a while, but I realized I needed help.
For an experienced family lawyer, call Jacoby and Myers Legal Network, 1-800-546-4LAW. That's 546-4LAW.
I don't need help for all my problems, just the legal ones.
Drop off a new unwrapped present tomorrow.
Happy holidays from all of us at CBS.
Lizzie, I mean it. This is not open for discussion. You haven't been feeling well, and I want you to get some rest. If you go to sleep now, I will wake you the minute that Jim gets home. I promise. I mean it. Hi, I was just calling to see if my husband had checked out. He's a little worried about missing his plane. Jim LeMay. He did great. I'm a little anxious for him to get home for the holidays. Thank you. You too. I'm finally gonna have a real family Christmas.